El Salvador's news that drew global attention was being noticed by the legal industry.
It wasn't enough. They didn't have zero taxes.
No. Hello. How are you?
In this video, while we go sightseeing in this beautiful country, the Thumbelina of America, we're going to be clearing up a lot of doubts and sharing some basic concepts.
Nini, are you engaged?
So, in places that don't accept Bitcoin, we don't buy anything?
100% committed.
So the clothing stores you like the most, if anything doesn't accept Bitcoin.
I agree, but I really need a supermarket because I packed my bag terribly and left behind half the things I need, starting with a hairbrush. I'm going to try shopping at the supermarket and hope they take Bitcoin.
We're here at Dollar City. Let's check it out.
Before you get excited, little girl, let's ask at the register before you get excited.
I accept it. Hello, good morning. I have a question. Do you accept Bitcoin? Paying with Bitcoin? Great, thank you. We're doing it.
I don't know if I should have given him free rein to spend everything.
Oh, who are you? This is incredible. This is like a Chinese store, but supercharged to the max.
More organized.
It's amazing. Has everything.
But does everything cost $1 because it's called Dollar City?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. We've already found the first products we didn't need, but actually did need.
That's true. Yes, you took mine.
Yes.
They're little bottles because when we travel for short periods, it's not worth bringing a big bottle of shampoo or a big bottle of conditioner, so we put them in there.
Yes, but I don't think one will be enough for me.
By the way, guys, look at this here.
An app called Bitcoin Map that helps you find all the stores that accept Bitcoin here in El Salvador. I'm just downloading it. Let's say yes to water, using the app. And well, there are restaurants, convenience stores, a bit of everything.
As I find places on the map, I'll share them with you. Hello.
You accept, right? Put the Bitcoin one for me, please.
Done, payment completed, thank you very much. And that's how, my friends, we make our first purchase with Bitcoin here in El Salvador.
My friends, if you're wondering why the Bitcoin payment didn't go through at first.
It's because here in El Salvador they have their own virtual wallet called Chivo Wallet. It's a wallet that was established by the government of El Salvador because they promoted it a lot. Obviously, after adopting the currency as legal tender,
They even gave away $30 as a bonus to everyone who installed the app.
so that they would become neobanked, so to speak. Because this is like a virtual bank, Chivo Wallet, where you can not only save in Bitcoin, but also in dollars.
So, since I don't have that app because it's only for Salvadorans, I said, look, give me the Lightning Network, which is what a lot of people have in any virtual wallet.
And then the payment was approved. I'll talk to you a little more about Chivo Wallet in a moment.
Other benefits, so everything's in order. After making our first purchase, now let's go get some coffee because the morning is just getting started.
And supposedly Starbucks here in El Salvador also accepts Bitcoin.
Nayib, right now we're going to try to see if we can buy this Mercedes with Bitcoin, of course.
Especially because we have the amount of Bitcoins needed to pay for it.
How beautiful.
I want it in black. If it's not available in black, I won't buy it.
It's not the priciest, but it's spectacular.
If I get it, I won't complain.
This is what people call window shopping, literally through the window.
Someday I proclaim it, someday.
Proclaimed by Mercedes.
Proclaimed.
What a sexy, robust truck. Sexy truly defines it.
It's a spectacular concept. Dreaming doesn't cost anything.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Honestly, I had never paid with Bitcoin in my life. In fact, I'm the kind of person who hates banking procedures. For example, learning to use Zelle was difficult for me because I avoided it. It was like, no, go watch more YouTube. I didn't even try. But after trying it, I don't know, twice, now I do it all by myself. Everything's perfect. And that's what happens with new things. You avoid learning them, but then you try a couple of times and you have it perfectly mastered. Was it that easy to pay? But okay, now, how do I download the app? How do I do that whole process? We're going to explain it to you now.
And yes, the truth is that when we arrived in El Salvador and tried to make our first payments like that, basically without knowing anything, it was hard for us.
The process was a bit rough, but all it took was to do some research and ask people who knew.
And we did it, and we want to share it with you. If you want to buy Bitcoins, like you can do it through an exchange, which is like a currency exchange house, so to speak. For cryptocurrencies like CoinX, additionally, you can have a wallet, which is like a billfold, and that's what you need to be able to make all these payments.
We had our exchange, and when we tried to pay directly from there, it was costing us.
But then we talked to a Venezuelan, actually, whom we'll meet later.
He lives here in El Salvador, and he's a real expert in cryptocurrencies, and he told us, no, look, download this wallet called Blink. From there, we transferred about $150, and then sending it is very, very easy. The interesting thing about this wallet is that it doesn't ask you for Know Your Customer, which is like a verification between your passport and your face, and it can even take days for your account to be approved.
Instead, you just download the app, the wallet, through the App Store or Play Store, and you can immediately transfer money to it and start using it.
It's really, really simple, and above all, it's faster, especially if you travel to different countries because you save on fees.
We who have a credit card from the United States.
There are many banks that offer a card called Travel Rewards, and it doesn't charge fees when you use it.
But there are other cards that do charge you a fee, and every transaction you make says foreign purchase fee.
So, you would save 100% of these fees if you decide to pay with Bitcoins.
Because since it's all decentralized money, which we'll talk more about later, you avoid the bureaucracy of all these fees that banks charge when you pay with a credit card.
We just ran into a follower from here in El Salvador. What's your name? Mauricio Castro. Mauricio, how long have you been watching our videos?
I can't really say. It could be since...
A couple of years, maybe.
Before coming to El Salvador, yes?
Yes.
And did you see our video about El Salvador?
I've seen them all and followed you everywhere. Honestly, I like them. Did you guys go to that tall waterfall in Venezuela?
Yes, to Angel Falls, exactly.
Did you go by helicopter?
Yes, exactly.
That's how I saw you guys. I've been following you and I really like your videos.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you're here. Thanks.
And
I hope you enjoyed it.
We're enjoying it.
So it's a pleasure to meet you. When are you leaving?
we're leaving tomorrow. I lost track of time again. Well, we're going to...
Try.
Thank you very much, Fabricio. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Look, I love the level of Catholicism here in El Salvador. A chapel. Yes, I'm going to turn it off now. Yes, yes. I can't go in with the camera, but there's a chapel inside the mall. Look, we're here, and they have a chapel for those who want to come and pray.
I'm confused, Nini. Is it Polo Campero or Polo Campestre or both?
I think it's Polo Campero, the one we're in.
I'm not sure if it's the original, but when you arrive, there's one across the street called Polo Campestre.
Which one came first?
Who? Who? The egg?
Who will be the hen here?
Let's say who inspired whom, not who copied whom. Because look, camps, camp. I mean arrow or estre, not camping. One is arrow, the other estra. That's crazy.
Did you already leave?
Yeah, let's go, let's go.
To Polo Campero.
Let's see if it's that good or that bad.
let's go.
I'm disappointed, Nini.
I can't believe it. We said we'd pay with Bitcoin, but they just told us they don't accept it.
Honestly, I wanted to try Campero chicken.
But let's go check out the competition.
Let's see if Campestry Chicken agrees.
Because they told us they didn't accept Bitcoin, I mean that the Bitcoin payment method was down.
And I asked them if it was just at this Campestro Chicken or at all of them, and they told me yes, at all of them.
So, oh well, let's see if Campestro Chicken does accept it.
Fingers crossed, because this Campester chicken does accept Bitcoin.
Hello, do you accept Bitcoin? Yes, we do. Thank you.
Well, here they also told us that they accept Bitcoin.
I'm going to double check because at Polo Campero, as you saw in the video,
They told us that they did accept it, and then while we were waiting to be assigned a table, they told us, no, look, the Bitcoin payment isn't working. So, adden siya strike, whoa.
So here at the entrance, they also told me that they do accept it, but I'm gonna double check now.
In the meantime, I show you the menu. This is...
It looks really good.
It looks super good, right?
Nachos, breaded chicken. Here, it's like a feast where you order bread, chicken, salad, nachos. Hold on, here comes the good part. Look at this breaded chicken with its rice, beans, and white cheese.
Wow.
Burgers, buns, pupusas, little tacos, cheese for two. Salads like a little grilled chicken. Isn't it really good?
Wow, I'm going to order from here since it looks healthy.
A bit of salad and baked chicken since it has its own flavor, right?
I want to try the chicken, the rotisserie one like these that I imagine is the traditional one, but without French fries.
Let's do this. I'll order the typical country-style one without French fries, since I don't like them. And you order one like this that has them and we share, okay?
Sounds good to me.
I'll finish showing you the menu a little later.
Something over here.
Ooh.
Now it's like a salad from Polo Arturo in Venezuela, though I'm not sure it tastes the same.
French fries.
This menu is really extensive.
Girl, I want to ask you a question. Can you check if they accept payments with Bitcoin?
Because we went to Polo Campero and they told us they did accept it, and then they said, no, look, it doesn't work. So we're making a video where we are only buying things paid with Bitcoin.
Okay, with pleasure. I'll help you right away, thank you.
Let's see if...
I think I'm gonna order this if
they verify me.
Be sure it comes with fries. I want to try the salad too. Yeah, doesn't this one work?
System, it works. You already got an extra point without trying the food. Thanks.
Oh, how kind. You are.
Very, very kind. And do you accept Bitcoin?
And you know what? The girl really likes the...
Fried chicken.
We need to collect the identification cards. For example, my 15-year-old sister's generation probably doesn't know.
No, but the people who watch our channel are generally between 25 and 35 years old or older.
So you do know, if you...
Are you serious? Do you actually like fried chicken?
That's all. Thank you very much. Wow.
I mean, it arrived in no time at all. I'm gonna go ahead and try the chicken breast. Let me enjoy your meal, my love.
Look, I want to...
A comparison so that our Venezuelan followers can understand a little.
There are two types of crispy chicken that they sell in restaurants.
The ones that are like Kentucky Fried Chicken, which have a huge crispy layer with the 700 ingredients they say are in the recipe.
And the ones that are like Arturo's chicken, which just have a thin, crunchy layer, but not so much breading. This one is more like Arturo's chicken, right?
I'm enjoying it in some way.
No, it doesn't have that many ingredients. It's tasty, really tasty.
Everything looks similar. This is the salad. I haven't tried it, but it looks good.
All right, Amor. I have the honor of trying the little salad. Here I go. Am I going to try it? Let's see if...
No, Arturo's was made by angels.
No. It's kind of Asian.
It's got something like Dijon mustard. Not the traditional mustard, but the one that's really, really bitter.
And yeah, it's not sweet like Arturo's. I don't dislike it that much. I do, because...
I wouldn't try it again.
Don't you want to try a little more nothing?
I mean, I feel like it has the bitterness of wasabi and sushi.
It's true, the salad isn't great, but the chicken is really tasty.
We're going to finish this and show you when we pay.
Here's my bill, $7.55 for the Polo Campero plate, which had 3 pieces of chicken, plus the salad, bread, fries, and the soda.
Here, I'll open my wallet for you, which I downloaded a few minutes ago.
Honestly, when we got to El Salvador...
In Blink, I have the equivalent of $123 in Bitcoin.
I don't know if you can see it there.
And with this, I'm going to pay as soon as they bring me the phone to scan the QR code.
They told me I had to go to the register to pay with Bitcoin.
No, I already ate here at Polo Campestre. I want to pay with Bitcoin, please.
All set. All set, we did it, guys.
Now we came to the Multiplaza Mall, to one of the hundreds of Chivo Wallet ATMs here in El Salvador. And we're gonna withdraw cash dollars through my Bitcoin wallet.
I'm going to withdraw the minimum amount the automated teller machine allows, because we're going to pay for everything with Bitcoin.
But it's to show you how easy it is to withdraw cash.
We go into the automated teller machine here, tap touch here to start, and select withdraw cash. It asks for your El Salvador number. I'm going to look up the number I bought with the SIM card here, of course. 785755490. What do you think?
And one of the most incredible things is that it doesn't ask for your identification at any point.
Because that's what Bitcoin is about, protecting your personal data as much as possible.
I just got the code. I enter it. 97613. Done. Let's withdraw $20. Done.
Now I have to go to my Bitcoin wallet and scan this QR code.
Let's tap, scan. Let's go. Here it is. Next, done.
The payment has been sent successfully.
Now we just have to wait a few seconds for the cashier to verify the transaction.
For the amount to be sent from my wallet to the cashier. And that's it. Withdraw the money.
Done. Here's my money. $20.
Yeah, the truth is it took about 1 minute and 15 seconds. I'm looking at the camera recording here. It wasn't immediate, but well, it took a minute.
And the customer service girls who are right here were telling me.
Because in case you have any issues, you can see that at some of the Chivo Wallet ATMs, there are people who can help you solve them. Move over so people can see them. The girls are there.
And when you have a foreign wallet, well, it can take that, about a minute.
We're now visiting El Zonte, a pioneering town in Bitcoin use. Its beach shares the name and is known as Bitcoin Beach. This place attracts hundreds of surfers every year because of its waves. I think that's one of the most popular sports here in El Salvador. We're going to check it out, walk around, and show you.
Guys, we've arrived at El Zonte and I want to introduce you to Lorenzo, a Venezuelan who is an expert in Bitcoin.
I met him yesterday on social media, recommended by a friend.
I told him, Lorenzo, I'd love to meet you. He lives in El Salvador and, as I said, knows a lot about cryptocurrencies.
So I want you to tell me a little bit. Lorenzo, how did you get started in this world?
What do you mean? No, it's a pleasure. First of all, I like to say that it's mostly about Bitcoin. I'm not that interested in the topic of cryptocurrencies in general.
Okay, in that world, right now I mainly focus on Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is the only truly decentralized currency not controlled by anyone.
And you can think of it as a kind of gold 2.0, right? Okay. Think about the year 1500.
No one could alter the physical or chemical properties of gold, you know? It's a material that simply exists. Bitcoin is similar. It's valuable because there's a fixed amount worldwide.
Think of it as gold 2.0, okay? On the other hand, other currencies are printed by people. They modify them, print more, and change things about them, okay? There are many interesting things there, but ultimately, people control them.
So, Bitcoin aims to escape central bank control. We want to achieve that with coins still controlled by others.
No one controls Bitcoin, and that's what's great about it. It's the first example of digital scarcity. In the digital world, we assumed scarcity was impossible. If I send you a Word document,
copy paste, exactly. But how do you make a bill you can't copy? Copy paste is the magic Satoshi Nakamoto discovered with Bitcoin.
A way to create a digital bill that can't be copied or pasted. That's the magic of Bitcoin, now a global phenomenon.
It's already worth over $70,000. In El Salvador, they pioneered by adopting it as a legal tender, right?
I heard that there will be 21 million Bitcoins in total.
In all of history, yes. The last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140, around there. Wow. So...
The process, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, by which it becomes harder and harder to mine Bitcoin is because of something called halving.
The halving is coming up in 2 weeks. Okay.
The halving is a great event in the world of Bitcoin because every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoins that can be mined is cut in half.
Mining is a whole topic that, can be explained another time, but basically miners are the ones who provide security to Bitcoin.
In banks, only the bank verifies transactions. In Bitcoin, anyone can verify them.
Competing in a competition, and whoever wins that computational competition gets Bitcoin as a reward.
That reward halves every 4 years.
In 2 weeks, at the next halving, the amount of Bitcoin mined per block will drop from 6.25 to 3.125.
Because of supply and demand, when something is scarce and more people want it, the price soars.
And it's been like clockwork in all the previous halvings.
6 months or a year after the halving, Bitcoin skyrockets to a new high way above the previous one.
Wow, it might happen between late this year and mid next year. I don't like predicting prices, but based on past trends, like people mention 200,000, 300,000, even 500,000.
1 Bitcoin, right? Let's see. Anything can happen. It's exciting.
Look, my friend, that's where Via Bitcoin comes in. The company, which is a mining group, that is, where you connect your machines and program them through software.
To start mining, that's what Bitcoin is. Is that Via Bitcoin? That's like the simple explanation.
Obviously, it's much more technical, but I invite everyone who is interested in mining Bitcoin in how to get Bitcoins.
By, as Lorenzo mentioned, verifying these transactions that take place in the crypto world through these computational skills.
Learn more using the link below in the description.
And well, who knows if between mining and what you keep buying to save after this halving, it multiplies, it triples. Who knows, right?
Let's hope so. That way, it is.
We're going to keep exploring the beach and the little town of El Zonte, while also learning a bit more about crypto.
But not without first mentioning that we're right in front of the first place that accepted Bitcoin as a payment method in El Salvador.
Is that correct?
Lorenzo? Sure, yes. Well, there will surely be people. For sure. There's a guy from a computer store in the city who says he was the first one 8 years ago. It's possible, but the important thing is that the Bitcoin community was founded here. The first organized community. Here's Hop House in front of us.
Point over there, that's like the center of the community. Talks are held here, there's education, and videos are recorded. People worldwide come here to educate children and youth. It's the community center located right in front. So obviously it was the first place that started accepting Bitcoin in a...
What does this place sell? Or do they not sell anymore? Oh no, look, yes, it's like a little grocery store.
It's a little grocery store, yes, there are...
Coca-Cola, nice. Toilet paper.
Can you give me 4 waters, please?
Look, Lorenzo is explaining a technicality to me that's actually a bit complicated.
That's why in some of the transactions I had been doing before, they had charged me such a high commission. When in reality, I could have done it completely free or with a commission of about 1 cent or even less. I mean, practically nothing.
To be able to expand it.
Ooh, it's popular and her QR code is from Blink, see?
Is it Maria's store at Blink? So, well, here.
In the wallet, I just have to scan and that's it.
Right? Yes, she will show you the QR code on her phone.
I tap here on receive? Okay.
Yes.
I say receive. Okay, are we good?
She has Blink too. See? She's the one with set amount.
Set amount, 4 waters.
$2.
$2. Okay.
So we have $2 here. Set an amount.
And done, okay?
Here I'm going to scan. I pay $2, I pay $2. Look, fee, which is the commission, actually says 0.
That's right, done.
It's that easy, you see?
Quick, you see what a difference from the other experiences. My
first 4 water bottles purchased with Bitcoin.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you.
And here we came to a restaurant called Puro Surf. Look how beautiful it is inside. It's not just a restaurant, it also has a hotel.
We're gonna eat and of course pay with Bitcoin.
But if you see how beautiful it is inside, now imagine the outside.
You don't need to imagine it. I'll show you in 3, 2, 1. We ordered a little ceviche as an appetizer, which I love, because here they add avocado.
I know that avocado isn't traditional in Peruvian ceviche, but I love it wherever they add it.
And it's delicious. Really, really top notch. Mmm. Look, after that delicious meal, and before paying,
I want to ask Lorenzo a few more questions since we're already losing sunlight. Let's see.
being as honest as possible, tell me, what do you think are the main advantages?
But also the disadvantages of investing in Bitcoin, of having all your savings stored or converted into this cryptocurrency.
Great question. I'm realistic and fully invested in Bitcoin. But I don't always go around speaking positively, hiding the difficulties or anything like that. It's super total honesty with that. And on my social media, I always talk about the advantages and disadvantages of everything. So I think it's an excellent question for me.
The main advantage is that Bitcoin is a form of money that no group of humans, governments, or entities can manipulate to steal your money. Most people don't know that their income is being sucked away by the government through the hidden tax that is money printing.
When the government prints money, it's essentially taking from those who already have, since money represents goods and services in the economy.
Imagine a world with 5 apples and $5. Each apple costs $1. Money simply represents goods in the economy.
If I come and print 5 new dollars, now there are $10 in the economy, but it's the same 5 apples. Each will cost $2. Inflation, what's next?
So if you saved $1 and now the apple is $2, it's like if
someone took half your money from the bank, so now you can only afford half an apple, understand?
Printing money acts as a hidden tax, taking from people without their knowledge, since most don't understand economics.
They blame businessmen, entrepreneurs, and speculators for stealing from you, and so on.
Bitcoin stops money manipulation by corrupt governments. It's honest money.
Much like gold in ancient times, if a king wanted to start a war and he needed gold, my friend. Without gold, he couldn't just press a button and make a bunch of fake gold coins. That wasn't possible. People would notice and it wouldn't work.
That's a way to prevent governments from becoming corrupt because they need real money.
Now, we know that gold hasn't worked because it doesn't adapt to modern times. It's slow, moving a carriage full of gold. Nowadays, you need to make a payment over long distances or in a second. Bitcoin allows you to do this. Bitcoin is gold 2.0.
I had said in one of your videos that Coca-Cola about 20 years ago cost 10 cents.
And
today, a Coca-Cola costs you $1, $2. And obviously, that's inflation. Exactly.
And that screws over the whole society because it makes people
a toxic relationship with money where saving isn't encouraged. Why save if everything costs more tomorrow? If I save $10,000 for a car and it ends up costing $15,000, what's the point of saving? Going into debt would have let me buy the car earlier and pay less overall, even with interest. A society based on Bitcoin is an honest society, where actually those who save are rewarded, because money increases in value over time. It means things get cheaper over time when measured in that currency.
if you needed to save for something like a car costing 1 Bitcoin and began saving,
when you save half a Bitcoin, the car's price also drops to half a Bitcoin, letting you buy it. Saving a strong currency is rewarded. Gold was like that. Gold always increased in value, and grandparents used to save gold coins to pass on to their children and grandchildren. And then, damn, the grandfather saved that coin for 20 years, and now the son would use it to buy a house.
Gold's value rose over time, which I see as Bitcoin's main advantage.
It's about bringing back that honest money that humanity had for thousands of years, which was gold, in a digital version adapted to modern times. Now, one disadvantage of this is that since it's not manipulated by governments, it's subject to the free market, and the free market buys and sells. There are wars, there are times when governments change interest rates. Many macroeconomic and microeconomic factors influence the price, causing volatility to be the main issue. So, a person who needs the exact amount of reals to buy the dough and the butter to sell arepas or pupusas the next day
can't deal with a 20% drop, you know?
Of course, that's why we have solutions like stablecoins and platforms that let you lock Bitcoin's value in dollars like
USDT.
United States dollar coin. I don't really like stable coins, but we can discuss that later.
The Blink wallet I recommended has stable sats, which lets you convert your Bitcoin into like preserving the value in dollars, but without a stable coin. You're really still in Bitcoin, right? It's interesting. But anyway, those kinds of tools exist.
However, for anyone unable to handle volatility, recommending they keep their savings is risky.
Honestly, Bitcoin is for the person who can afford to save, and unfortunately in today's society, many people can't afford that luxury of saving. They spend what they get right away because they need it to live. No, they can't. I can't recommend Bitcoin to someone like that, since a 20% drop could hurt them if they can't work the next day.
If you can save and leave your money untouched, Bitcoin has never failed those who saved for over 4 years.
Or
even someone who can invest.
Who feels that you don't start by mining or buying Bitcoins to keep and preserve them for the
future. Absolutely. I call it saving because, well...
Exactly.
Yes, since investing implies...
Of course, that's valid, but many times with investing, you expect a return, a cash flow.
I focus on saving since Bitcoin doesn't provide passive income or act like an investment for me.
Maybe only if you're mining, then you can... That?
Yes, if you're mining or if you lend them, then it's a business using Bitcoin. Bitcoin itself, I call it a savings vehicle because it's stable money that governments or organizations can't manipulate. And over time, it has always increased in price. This means you are rewarded for saving. When you're saving to achieve a goal, you'll reach that goal faster because you earn $500 a month. The $500 you saved 3 years ago is now worth $3,500 or $4,000. Exactly. So you're rewarded for saving, and that, the ability to save, is one of the main, they say, advantages that a person needs to develop to plan for the long term, to make a project, buy a house, buy a car, pay for college. And today's society doesn't encourage that. Today's society actually encourages you to go into debt, to spend money, since everything will be more expensive tomorrow. Exactly. Bitcoin is the cure for this. So, well, that's a conversation that could last for hours, and we could talk about 1,000 advantages and disadvantages. But I think this is the most tangible thing for most people. Can you save? Save in Bitcoin. Volatility depends on your life. Hold until you can save. Then, don't invest in Bitcoin.
Florencio, to wrap up my questions for you.
How do you think the implementation of Bitcoin as legal tender has affected El Salvador?
And what about Nayib Bukele's vision to invest or save the money that El Salvador has generated from different sources in Bitcoin?
In fact, I recently saw a post from him showing how much the money they had already saved in Bitcoin was worth in dollars from a couple of years ago. And he had actually said, honest work, little but honest, or something like that.
It was about $400 million.
Or the truth is that it has been multiplying, at least its value in dollars, since your initial investment. But I'd like your expert opinion.
Yes. See, it's good to put it in perspective because it seems to me that he was very clear when he said, look, it's not much, but it's honest work.
It's 400 million, but the foreign debt here is about $20 billion.
Obviously, Bitcoin profits won't transform the country overnight since it has faced problems for years.
However, for me, there wasn't a move that could put El Salvador in the eyes of the world better than the one that was made. You can do anything. Maybe the only other option was hosting the World Cup here. That's the only thing that would have put El Salvador on everyone's lips. But little El Salvador isn't going to compete against Qatar and against, well...
He already did Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe.
Miss Universe? He did it? Exactly. Besides the World Cup, El Salvador's biggest global news was making Bitcoin legal tender. People from around the world, including developed and developing countries, Asia and Europe, are moving to or visiting El Salvador as tourists because of that announcement. As a country brand and marketing strategy to put a nation in the global spotlight, the goal is to change its identity from being unknown or associated with violence, gangs, and drugs, to turn it into a tourist destination that attracts people who are interested in individual freedom, financial freedom, and tourists who come to spend money, which is money that goes into the pockets of Salvadorans. For me, it has been something fantastic.
Adoption is progressing very slowly. I told you a while ago when we were talking in private that here we switched from the colon to the dollar over 20 years ago, and the ghost of the colon still exists.
People expect everyone to adopt Bitcoin quickly, but it will actually take about 10 years, not just 2.
Really? You know?
Rice, and also a population that for the most part can't save, that depends on day-to-day living, and it's hard to get into Bitcoin. But everyone here, from the middle class to the upper middle class,
I can't speak for everyone, but most people here have been exposed to Bitcoin. The government's wallet has reached 4 million people.
and there are plenty of people there who have surely managed to make a little profit.
I was reading, sorry to interrupt you, on the internet,
that many people had never had an account in a traditional bank and opened an account for the first time in the Chivo wallet.
Exactly. It also let their relatives send them remittances.
Not only has the government launched initiatives, but many private groups are doing so too. Or the Blink wallet that I recommended to you, the Phoenix wallet, Strike, there are lots of wallets and companies that are setting up here, hiring Salvadorans. Athena Bitcoin is another one of them.
Many companies are gradually aiding the country's development by hiring people and providing solutions to boost currency adoption.
Will it take time? Yes, about 10 years, and adoption won't be immediate. For me, its main impact is how El Salvador is now seen worldwide. And the traffic, tourists, attention, and investment it brings. It's been fantastic. In 20 years, this will be seen as visionary. Look.
This, which has been 10 minutes of interviews, plus the little we've been able to talk with Lorenzo off camera.
For me, it's been a masterclass on Bitcoin, so I want to invite you all to follow him on his personal social media.
Is that Lorenzo Ray Bitcoin, right?
I'm on all social media as Lorenzo Ray Bitcoin, except on Twitter, where it's Lorenzo Ray Bitcoin. They don't allow long names. Lorenzo Ray Bitcoin on Twitter, Lorenzo Ray Bitcoin on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and more.
Because the truth is that we were invited by this mining pool via Bitcoin to give exposure.
Let's say due to the numbers or people we reach.
But then, if you want to learn in detail, in technical terms, how to invest or how to mine, or everything related to the risks and also the advantages of investing in Bitcoin, you should follow people like this who explain all the technicalities in a way that's very easy to understand.
Honestly, I'm really happy, brother. Besides the fact that you're Venezuelan pride, really, and...
Are you guys also setting an example?
Thank you for the interview. So, are we still paying our bill in Bitcoin since we haven't yet? We'll do that.
We're going to pay it too, that's right.
And that's it.
Time to pay the bill. I want Manuel to try it. He's paid with Bitcoin before, but now you can pay with your phone.
I'll transfer our share to him on his phone so he can practice receiving it. Once he has my share,
He pays for both our meals at the restaurant, which also lets him practice sending. Let's do that now. Manuel, what should we use?
To receive? Here.
It's super simple because the app only has receive or send. So I just tap receive here.
I use the Lightning Network, so I rarely pay fees.
Set amount. Let's put $80. We don't know how much the bill is, but well, $80. What to receive?
There it is. I'm scanning here. Notice that this is a different wallet.
Yes. And we're going to send it to you. Let's see how fast it gets to you. Instant, right?
Look, it's already fantastic. The little button saying it's ready just showed up. I mean, impressive.
Check it out. The fee is 472 Satoshis, less than a cent. Wow.
Do you remember that one Bitcoin has 100 million Satoshis in it?
100 million.
100 million in one with almost no fee?
Exactly.
So, well, you already have the money there. The gentleman is about to come collect. In fact, here he comes. See? And...
Well, after receiving it, I'm going to scan it here with the code he gives me, and that's it. Scan.
And the QR code?
That it's in the link.
QR code. Send. Look. 0 commission, literally 3 Satoshis. It says 0.000000. Confirm. Done. Money sent. Done. Received.
Can you show the receipt to the camera?
The confirmation.
There's the little invoice, see?
Transaction details.
Instant and nearly no commission. That's life with Bitcoin in El Salvador.
Spectacular. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my friend. See you later.
Our meal cost $134. We really ate a lot.
Wow, a lot of appetizers. Super life, super
delicious.
It's neither cheap nor expensive.
It was about $35 per person, approximately.
We're in a beautiful place with a gorgeous view. This place is perfect for coming to learn how to surf, to disconnect, to relax, or to work remotely. We said last time that we were going to do it, and this is our second time in El Salvador, and we're not following through. It doesn't matter. There will be another chance, I'm sure.